Hey, you guys. Hey. I forgot to do something, so bear with me 2 seconds. How is everyone doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Also, I noticed right before I went live that Wildflower is also live. Had I known, I would not have. I would have just waited until tomorrow. Had I known that I feel so bad because it's her birthday. It's Wildflower's birthday, and I would have preferred to be there in the stream tonight for her birthday. I feel so bad. Hey, Shar. Hey, Destiny. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Amanda. Hey, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to try really hard to start working a lot more on the channel. Obviously, more lives. I'm going to try to do, I have a TikTok account as well that I'm going to start posting more content on. What it'll be, I think what I'm going to do with my TikTok. Hey, Julia. I was late. You called it, but only by like 2 minutes. Hey, Liz. Hey, Karma Kid. Hey, Small Town Jewel. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Rachel. I think I got everybody. Hey, Erica. Hey, Jada. If I did not see your name, I am so sorry. Don't take it personal. Hey, Nat. Yeah, it's not a member stream. It's not a member stream. It's just going to be a regular one. I'm going to probably do a member stream tomorrow because I really need to do a member stream. It's been a minute since I've done a member stream. So tomorrow, member stream. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? It's today Monday? Yeah. So tomorrow we're going to do a member stream. So if you are a member, we're going to do a member stream tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. Probably around 9:30. Yay! You got the YouTube notification. So what I'm going to start doing on my TikTok is, so what I was doing is the video that I uploaded on my channel, on my TikTok, it would be like a small clip with kind of like the highlights. And then it would say like for the rest of the video, for full video, go check out my YouTube channel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like whatever the video is going to be about, faith, hope, and love. Faith, hope, and love is what the cross say. The crosses say, sorry. Am I blurry? So I think what I'm going to do is like, say I'm doing a video on Pharaoh, right? I'll give a quick rundown, like maybe with like a big picture of her behind me, like, hey, you guys, Pharaoh Abraham does blah, 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 blah. Got a video going up on my YouTube channel right now. And as that video is uploading, I'll post that TikTok. So it'll kind of be like a little bit of like a warning that I have a video coming up and what that video is about. Also, I'm going to start, I have a Facebook account as well for my channel, right? My moderator, Candy, set that up for me. And it's at Elle Bee TV. And I'm going to, yes, sell poop paper. I'm not going to. Farrah is. I actually have a video up about that right now, but it's up for the members first. And I'm going to switch it over after I get off this live stream. But on my Facebook account, I want to start posting on there as well. So I think I'm going to start doing lives on there as well. It's a lot to do, but I really want to grow on specifically YouTube. This is my baby. YouTube is my baby for sure. But I want to grow my other platforms as well. Me and Sean really want to kind of make this like our thing. Sean's going to start doing it with me as well. He's not going to, he'll be on here every once in a while. But when I say that, he's going to kind of take over and help me, like post things. Like if I record a video and I can be like, hey, can you go post this to my Facebook while I do this? Or, hey, maybe can you edit this while I work on this one? So the Facebook is at Elle Bee TV. And let me see if I can post that link. So just a little bit of, I've been trying to promote those a little bit because I really want to start growing on all platforms and start putting out content on all platforms. It's going to be a little bit, I don't know if that's going to, I think you can. Yeah, I think you actually can. And I got to figure out how to do that. I need to figure out, yes, angelnetnet216@gmail.com is still my email. I think there's a way to, like, when I go live on here, I can also go live on Facebook so I can have people watching me on both. I just don't know how to do that yet. So we're going to figure out how to do that, and we're going to start working with, both of them. Hey, Francesca. So I wanted to put that out there. Last minute, I came up with an idea. I'm so last minute. Amy Rachel King, 33 minutes ago, says people are going to have an opinion of you and throw mean comments at you. Rise above. You have to remember it's only because they are bitter and haven't healed. Be confident in who you are. Don't let the shade stop you from shining, friends. Wonder if that was you guys know that Amy Duggar King and Amy Duggar King and KJ have kind of been throwing some insults at each other. So I don't know if that was another one that she's throwing at her. But I had an idea. About tonight. That's what EBD does. She lives on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. See, I need to figure out how to do that. Oh, Taylor, I'm sorry. Your baby doesn't have COVID, do you? The baby doesn't have the COVID, right? I heard that there's like a spike in kids under the age of 4 with COVID. And, for parents that are actually giving their kid the vaccine, you can't. They don't have a vaccine for 4-year-olds. So that's, let me see. Sean said the camera's messing up again. Okay, it looks like it's fine on my end. It looks like it's fine on my end. Does it look okay to y'all? So, I'm the third person that said that already. Well, when this is your job, like when you, obviously, if you guys have followed me for a while, you guys know that this is that I started this not because of income or anything like that. It was just something fun for me to do. I have been home, being a mom and a wife, which is still what I very much am, but I have been home and just fully focused on that for several years. And I don't know, there's something in me that every few years I get this itch to where I feel like I have to do something more because I don't know. And the other times, I would go to work, finance company. But then I would realize, well, no, I want to be back home with my babies, and I would come back home with my babies. And so when I kind of got that itch, I was watching a lot of YouTube. I was watching Tati Westbrook. I was watching Jeffree Star, not so much James Charles, but I was watching a lot of YouTube. And I thought, I talk a lot, and I would do radio every once in a while too. And the guy that owns the station told me that I was like really good at, Sean, is that you pulling up with the music loud? The guy that owned the radio told me, thank you, Shar, that I did really well on the radio. So I actually did radio a good bit. He offered me a full-time position on the radio, but I couldn't take it because it's like an hour away and I had to be there at like 6:45. So I would have to leave here at like 5:30, with traffic and everything. So I would literally have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think so, which I love doing radio, but I I decided, you know, I'm going to do YouTube. It'll be fun. But it eventually got to where, you know, with radio, I mean, thank you, being Baby Brooklyn. I was reading your comment. But it eventually got, because of like COVID and Sean getting laid off, to where this become an income for us, not our only income. So don't get it twisted. Sean still brings in an income. He's a vet. There are a few people out there that likes to talk about the fact that, you know, Sean doesn't work, like whatever. So anyways, oh, strep is painful. Poor baby. I'm going to be praying. I'm going to be praying for y'all, you and your baby, because during the night, it seems like it hurts worse, right? At least in my opinion. I'm going to be praying for y'all. So anyways, it becomes, you know, it became a business. It became, obviously I still love it. I enjoy doing it. What I do not like doing is editing. I do not like editing, and editing takes up 90% of my time. Recording, editing, forever. That's true. So, because there's options to, you know, expand to Facebook and to TikTok, we've decided we want to do that. So that, you know, and that might be why other people are as well, because this can be a business on Facebook, on TikTok, and it's pretty easy. You know, you got to record the videos, you got to edit them, you got to put them up. And if you're at home, you can do that. I mean, we're at home during the day with Kennedy, and, you know, I spend time with her in the mornings before I record. And then when I'm recording, Sean's with her. But between the two of us, I really think we could expand what I'm doing, and we could go TikTok, we could go Facebook, and that's what we're going to try to do. It may take us a little bit. It may not be consistent at first. But that's what we're going to do. Yes, that's what we want to do. My husband, yeah, Sean is a disabled vet, so technically he doesn't ever have to work again if he doesn't want to. But if we ever got financially to where we needed him to, he would. Sean's never been one to shy away from work. Sean has always worked really hard for our family. So yeah, anyways, I was last minute though. I came up with this idea. Oh, there. No, I thought she was tweeting me. Darn it. I came up with this idea last minute to, so earlier today, I don't know if you guys follow Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, that YouTube channel. But it's a really good YouTube channel. If anyone ever asks you, hey, why don't you like Without a Crystal Ball? I love her channel. You can just refer them to that channel and say, these are the reasons why. You know, her people now, a lot of Katie's people think that anyone that says anything against Katie, that we're just like a troll, we're a hater, we're jealous, things like that. Like, they really don't understand that we are people that's been around since almost, you know, for a while. And there's reasons, like we actually have reasons why we do not like her. It's not that we're just like buttholes, you know what I'm saying? So I would refer anybody that asks to that channel. And today that channel premiered a video, and it was like an hour and something long. And I caught it right at the end. I went back and tried to watch the beginning, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately, because I had two videos. I had one video from Thursday, two videos from Friday, and then I recorded 3 today, all that I needed to edit. I'm behind on editing. So I was actually editing when I noticed that, do I have eyeliner on one? I have eyeliner on one eye only. Huh. That's weird. You know what? I bet I wiped it off because I've been feeling like something was in this eye. So anyways, I was editing, and I had to jump on Twitter for something, or I was looking for something, and I noticed that Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball was live premiering a video, and I was like, oh, what's this video? And I was like, oh, this is the part 2, because she's put up part 1, and this was part 2. So I jumped in, and it was like an hour into it already. I watched, but then afterwards I went back to start over. And I was like, oh, as bad as I want to watch this. I watched like the first like 20 minutes of it. It was so good. I was like, I really have to get back to editing my videos because I'm so behind on my videos. So I was like, it would be a good idea maybe to react to it live. Like maybe to play it with you guys and react to it live. But I don't want to do that without permission from the channel owner first, which I know people do that, and it should be fine. But I really respect, I don't know who the person is, but I respect what the person's doing. And I don't want that person to feel like I'm pulling people away from her channel by playing it here. So obviously I would only react to like this one, and I would stop it every few seconds and comment on it, and probably not even react to the whole thing, because the whole thing is like an hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes or something. So I would react to as much as I could, and then obviously, send everybody to her channel, because I feel like everybody should watch that channel. It is such a good channel. But I messaged him, whoever it is that's behind that account, not long before I came live. Like, so last minute, I was like, oh, let me see. And I messaged her, but I don't think she's on Twitter because she hasn't responded. But if she happens to respond and we're still kind of early on in this video, then that's probably what we'll do, is I'll do a reaction to that video, and I'll cut all this out when I put this up or whatever. So anyways, it's Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball. Let me go find it. I'll find it and I'll link it. Wait, there is a way to share this. There's a way to share the entire. I know there's a way to share the entire. Okay, so it's this one. I'm just gonna. I need it. If anybody can get the link. This is it. Yeah, I think it was mascara that fell in my eye, honestly. Oh no, Karma Kid. Let me catch up on your comments, Ruth. I see where you asked, was she trying to pull you down? I want to see she did all her stuff back in the day, deleted notifications. Thank you. Is there any updates on Todd Chrisley and the KJ case? So the last thing that I heard, and I don't remember exactly what it was, so if anybody knows exactly what I'm talking about, help me out on here. But I did hear something about how Todd Chrisley's attorney filed something where it showed almost like a timeline. It showed almost like a timeline of like what their plans were or something, and like how they have plans for this to go all the way into like 2023 or something. Then everybody was like thinking, oh, he's gonna drain Katie. Like, he is in this for the long haul, because the longer it takes and the more stuff that's required, the more money that she has to pay to her attorney. So I saw a lot of people commenting that he may be doing this just in case, like, maybe he don't win, it will still like drain Katie. I don't know. But I don't remember exactly what all it was. Can anybody help me out with that? Thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. Hey, QD Family Channel. Hey, wait, QD. Is that what your name's always been? because I used to have someone that used to be here all the time, and she looked a lot like you in your picture, or I think so. I can't really see that well, but okay, so it is you. It is you. What do you mind telling me what it used to be? Okay, QD2. Okay, I thought so. I thought so. I knew I was like, wait. I was like, wait, that name, the photo. I don't think it was the same photo, but so is this past the motion to dismiss, meaning she can't have it dismissed? Now it's going forward. QD21. Yes. That's what it was. That's what it was. I know she filed a motion to dismiss, but I don't think the judge has ruled on that yet. I don't think. Mama June, they are supposed to premiere in March. From what I was told, they've wrapped filming from what I was told, and they are supposed to come back in March. So I feel like something will be coming out with that soon. Earlier today, I was in a TikTok made by, okay, so Katie posted this. Earlier today, I was in a TikTok made by at the So Joe Files podcast about phone calls logged to Josh Duggar. In her video, she said a number connected to Deanna Duggar was calling Josh. I reached out to her to clarify, and she said further digging revealed the number belonged to Jim Bob. After some discussion and talking to sources, I was able to confirm that Jim Bob Duggar has most of a family on a shared family plan. The family plan seems to also include his sister, niece Amy, and mom when she was alive. With the Jim Bob having all numbers on a massive plan, the main plan owner can access the phone records of anyone on the plan. This means Jim Bob can keep up with who his family speaks to and text. This also can explain why the Duggars frequently post things at the same time online. During Josh Duggar's trial, prosecutors revealed the family had a large group text where they could give updates or share information for filming. Knowing that Jim Bob can access the phone records of the family members anytime, this would be easy for him to use as leverage over his family. I can't imagine, I really can't imagine that Jim Bob has Amy Duggar on his phone plan. I don't believe that at all. He may have all his kids. That's very possible, but I can't see that he has Amy or his sister. But anyways, yeah, the new Teen Mom show comes on tomorrow. I'm actually going to check it out because I did see the trailer and it looks interesting. Right, Jessica, I don't believe that, and I feel like that's Katie's way. Like, first off, it doesn't make sense. One of the things. It can explain why the Duggars frequently post things at the same time online. Him being the owner of the phone plan has nothing to do with them posting the same thing online. That has nothing to do with that. I mean, the group chat, yeah, that may. A lot of families have like family group chats. I do. I have a Facebook family group chat where, like, literally, it's like my aunts, my uncle, my brother, my sisters, my mom, like everybody is in it. And when there's a birthday party coming up, we're like, hey, birthday party this day. Like, it's a family group chat. That's nothing out of the ordinary. That's nothing. And right, I don't see Jill or Derek being on his phone plan. And right, that doesn't explain them posting anything. Yes, we are glad to have you back. Absolutely. So from what I understand, he's not allowed visitors right now. So it's not just Anna; it's just like visitors in general. From what I was told, is that he can't have visitors at all. Yes, just a small town girl. I have recorded my recap, but it's like 30 minutes long. And I did not get to it today to edit it. Now, after we get off this live stream, I'll start editing it, but a 30-minute video takes me about 3 hours to edit, and I'm not even playing. I'm so like meticulous with it, like because I say a lot. If you guys watch me live, I'm sure you guys notice that. And I feel like if I say it too much, it seems very unprofessional. And those are the videos that I really care. Not that I don't care about these, but these are a lot more laid back, whatever. But in those videos, if I say a lot, I'm like, no, I got to take that out. So I have to go back and or if I stumble over my words, I go back and I'll clean it all up or whatever. So tomorrow that will be up though. So tomorrow that video, the recap of Sunday's episode of Sister Wives will be up tomorrow. Shimon. Wow. Okay. I have my Twitter up just in case without a Sister Wives, without a crystal ball versus without a crystal ball DMs me and tells me that I can react to her video, then I'll do that. So I have it up just in case she does. Oh, thanks, babe. You can't tell that you edit now. Other people, you can tell. I've gotten a lot better than I used to be. I don't think Sister Wives has gotten canceled. I haven't heard that. But if it, I'll be digging tomorrow to see if I can find anything out. And if it did, I'll make a video about that for sure. But I haven't heard that. Now with Christine leaving, I still wouldn't feel like it would. Let me look it up. Sister Wives canceled. All that it's saying here is that fans are speculating that it may be canceled after this season. I don't know. So I didn't see anything really saying that it would be. Hey, Chris. Hey, Phoenix. Oh, thank you, Angel. It's so nice. The channel truly shows her hypocrisy with her own words. Yeah, that's the beauty in that channel is it's not, someone that's had an experience with her sitting up there saying, well, this is my experience. And where someone watching could be like, well, you're just another creator who's possibly jealous of her because she's got more subs than you. And where's the proof that any of that even happened? So it's literally one video where she says XYZ and another video where she says the complete opposite. And it's so much of that at some point you have to be like, okay, she is constantly changing her story and constantly changing her beliefs to fit whatever narrative she has going on at the time. And if she will flip-flop like that, because of whatever's going on at the moment, then she obviously doesn't stand for anything because she'll bounce around so quickly. It should have been canceled years ago. They drag on the same arguments out in every episode. They've been fighting with the they've been fighting this battle with the COVID situation this entire season and last season. Did you see on Facebook? It had KJ in it saying, "Would Cody kill one of the sisters?" What? I did see where she was like really calling him abusive or something like that. And I was like, and she didn't say, in my opinion, he is abusive. I speculate that he is abusive. She said, is abusive. And I'm like, girl, they're going to be the next ones to sue you. You better chill out. No, I haven't, MG. I haven't heard about that. Yeah, Christine has already left. She left Cody a couple months ago. Hey, in a 60. Yes, KJ. Yeah, what the best, so she changes her opinion with like where the money, like the money really, it's like all about the money. Like if it's best and beneficial for her to say one thing, then she's going to say it. If it's beneficial for her to say the complete opposite thing 2 months down the road or 2 weeks down the road, that's what she'll do. Oh, hey, Julia, that girl's never going to learn until she gets taken off YouTube completely. Yeah, I agree. That's true, Nabby. That's true, Nabby. Do you guys hear that? Like the fan on the, I can't remember what these things are called. The tower just came on. I don't know if you guys can hear that really well, but I can. Someone 9 hours ago said, this is how Katie Joy treats her bestie. If you don't agree with her, you get thrown under the bus and so much more. Absolutely. This is her. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do like a reaction to Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, is because that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Like she did it with me. She did it with Matt Byer, Amy Duggar, Lindsay Chrisley. Like she, this is what she does. And to be honest, it was all of us that pulled away from her. I pulled away from her. She acted like she was the one that wanted to get away from me because blah, 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 blah. Matt pulls away from her. Oh, she didn't want to be friends with Matt anymore because Matt was talking to her subs. Like, who cares if he's talking to your subs? 9 times out of 10, they reached out to him and they were happy to be talking to Matt Byer. You know, who cares? Hey, Honey Badger, who cares if Matt was sending your subs pictures? If we even believe it, because who, you know what I'm saying? They're grown people. It's not like Matt was talking to your 14-year-old subscriber. They're grown people. We are in at 60. We're kind of skipping all over the place, talking about a few different things. My foot just went to sleep because I was sitting on it. Lindsay Chrisley, she did the same thing to Lindsay Chrisley. You know, so this is kind of her MO. Is when you want to separate yourself from her because she's not a good friend. She don't know how to be. And I hate to say that, but it's really the truth. And if you're someone watching me and you like Katie and you want to leave me a comment, you know, saying that I'm just jealous of her, that is not at all what it is. I have a community where everyone loves me. I'm not attacked by other creators, and I love that. I may not have as many subscribers as her, but I'm A-okay with that because I'm liked in this community where she isn't. And there's a reason why, though. I tried to like her. I tried to be her friend multiple times, and it always ended with me saying, I can't stand behind someone like this. I just can't. I tried. I really tried more than once. It was probably about 3 times that I really, 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 really tried, and I just couldn't. You know, when I knew that she was lying to her subscribers, when she was trying to tell me what to do with my own channel, when she was trying to tell me that I was putting up the wrong information and that I needed to take it down, that my stories were incorrect and I needed to take it down, only for her to put the same story up the next day. There were so many things, you know, where I was just like, I can't do that. I can't be cool with this person. But anyways, T-Spiracy put up with the Lady Julia G trying to, yes, Rachel, I saw all of that. That was crazy. Hey, Helen. That was really, I'm about to unsub from her, just kind of like watching this. It's wild. It's wild. Thank you, Sherry. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Regina. And the way she treats her followers, like I've had people come in here and say like nasty things to me. And, you know, and sometimes I'll be like, what are you doing here? Or I might say something back to them, but I don't, she will go after a subscriber just because they said, I don't think that info is correct, or I'm a lawyer and that's not what happens. She's went after members before. She's went after subscribers. She's went after moderators. She doesn't care. She does not care. Where she put out how Katie told a lot about Jana Duggar and made it so dramatic when Jana has taken care of her situation. Yeah, I saw that as well, where that whole situation about Jana was like, she like really embellished a lot of it from what I understand. It's like Jana's like the one Duggar that, like, my goodness, I feel like Jana's like, she's not the one Duggar. I do like a lot of the Duggar girls. So I wish I wouldn't have said that, because I like the Duggar girls. I like Jill. I like Jessa. I like Jana. Yeah, I agree. And it's 6-0. But I feel like Jana is one of the ones that, even though she still lives at home, she's a good person, and I feel like Jana probably really struggled with what happened. I feel like she really felt bad about what happened with the kid getting out and everything, and for someone to take it and make it like so much worse, it really is kind of uncalled for. But that's kind of what she does, is like every once in a while. I'm not subscribed to her, and I have not been in a long time, and I don't watch her. The only times I watch anything related to Katie is if it's on Twitter, and if it's Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, or if it's All Things Sassy, or if it's someone like one of those little, one of those like the channels where they take little bits and clips and pieces of her videos to kind of point out the hypocrisy. I will do that, Oh, thank you. Thank you. And there are some people, I do have people that they watch me and her, and that is fine with me. When someone says, I watch you and I watch her, my only thing to them is, I hope she never goes after you. Just be careful with what you say in the chat, because she will. She's done it to so many of her other viewers. So just proceed with caution in her chat. Like, if you chat in her chat, just be very careful. But I don't have any problem with people watching me and watching her. I point blank asked KJ where the police report. I play dumb. Gosh, KJ, please show me the info. Knowing full well she does not have the police report and lies about what happened with Jana. Yeah. Someone called the police department or something, and they was like, no report has been released to no one. So, anyone saying that they've seen the police report, it's not even been released. So I watched you back when KJ was talking about your arrest. I found you because of her. I enjoy you and Sean videos. You're so sweet. And all she does is talk in circles. I'm glad to be here. Oh, thank you, Tina. The one thing is I've gotten a lot of people who have found me through her, because, they watch her videos and I show up as similar content, or because she talks about me and then they're like, wait, what's going on? Who is this person that she's talking about? And they're like, oh, I like her. I'm going to stay here. So I've had plenty of people say that they found me through her and stayed with me and stopped watching her. I don't say much in her chat because she doesn't care unless you send a super chat. Then you might get mentioned. Yeah. And I've even heard of her like going after people that send her super chat. Like if they say something against what she's saying, or if they say something like opposite of what she's saying, I've heard of her going after them as well. So Bobby Sue, Jada, Shayna said, yep, that's exactly how I find you. It's not working again. See, I had a few people tell me that the link wasn't working, and then it started working again. So I don't know what's going on with the link. Let me see if I can get it. I don't know why it's not been working. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Oh, thank you, Amber. Yeah. Well, you know, when Katie first started out, she started out before me, but she didn't speak to her. She would do live streams and she wouldn't say anything to the chat at all. At all. I started doing live streams and I would interact with the chat and, you know, call them out by name sometimes, like, hey, you know, answer questions, blah, blah, blah. And then she started doing it. Not as much as I do because I'm a talker and I try to acknowledge everyone. But she started acknowledging people. You guys could go back in her streams way back in like early 2019 when she first started. She would just hop on. If she say she was doing a stream about Miley Cyrus, she would just hop on, put the info out there and maybe say something to like her moderators or something, and then get off. It would be like a 15, 20-minute stream. You know what I'm saying? Where she did not answer any questions for her followers. She was just on off, which, you know, at the end of the day, you could do multiple streams that way. You know, I talk a lot, so I can't do 4 or 5 streams in a day because I chit chat with everybody. Here's the link. You guys try that one because I'm not really sure. But when I started talking, and I'm not saying she took it from me, I'm just saying after I started interacting with followers, she started interacting with followers. So I don't know. And then I had Sean on one Friday night or something. I had Sean on and we did a stream together. And the very next weekend, she had Todd on. And it was the first time she ever had Todd on her channel. I like the way she started saying y'all and wearing multi-necklaces constantly. Yep, exactly. She does that. And then I noticed she started getting to where she would like move her hands around a lot. And someone pointed out that like Emily D. Baker does that. Like Emily D. Baker is like very kind of like animated when she does her streams. And then like Katie went through this little phase where she was doing that. But it looked really like, it didn't look right on her. He is out for blood. And I think he would be the one that he wouldn't stop until he got some sort of like vindication. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to bring it as far as he can. I know she said one time something about like arguing with her YouTube manager because her YouTube manager was like, can you please try to get along with people? Can you please try to stop, fighting with other YouTubers? Can you please just try to get along with people? And she was like, nope. I don't know. If your YouTube manager is telling you to try to get along with people, obviously whatever you've told him, that you're doing, he's obviously not in agreement, and he's telling you just try to chill out, try to get along with people, you know. But she was like, nope, not gonna happen. Thank you, just doing me. Thank you, just doing me. She won't let the chat talk to each other. Yeah, it's really weird. The more hate she gets, the more she likes it. It's obvious now she's purposely wanting to be hated. She legit likes the hate. I have wondered that. I really wondered that. Like, I really have. I've really been like, I've never met someone so like back and forth, out of touch with the fact that they are so back and forth. Either it's on purpose or something's really like a situation. Like, if she thought Tati was expensive, Ty will be 1,000 times worse. Right. My foot keeps going to sleep. No, this is not a hate session at all. I don't hate her. And the thing is I think if anybody had a reason to hate her, it would probably be me with all the bashing that she's done of me. Especially during that's the one thing that gets me the most is I don't understand how you can be a person that claims to be an advocate, that claims to want to help women that are in cults, help women that are being abusive, help children that are being abused. But then when a YouTuber that you dislike loses their nephew, just it was 11 days after that she blasted my finances and lied about it. Just 11 days. I'm going through the process of losing my nephew, you know, and she is telling people that I'm a fraud, that I felt that I had fraudulent fundraisers, that my boys didn't play football, and that I lied to my followers to get money, which that never happened. She told people that I wasn't paying my car note, and that it was about to be repossessed. And then after that, when I got arrested falsely, she blasted that, you know, and that wasn't even a month. That was 25 days after Abe passed. So it's like, if anybody has a reason to hate Katie, I think I would be one. I don't hate her. I don't like her, obviously. I just wonder. I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've never done a hate session that I can think of. Even when I was responding to someone who did a hate session, you know. Thanks, babe. Yeah. Yeah, Emily really blew up with like the Tati and KJ. And I think that's one thing that bothers Katie, is that Emily blew up from covering Tati's lawsuit against her. Katie didn't mind blowing up. Katie didn't mind her channel blowing up off of Amber Portwood and Andrew Glennon. She didn't mind that. She was happy that it did. But it bothered her so much to see another female's channel take off and become so successful off of drama going on with her life. She did not like that at all. Right. Yes. So who noticed that she's been talking to herself and members like a dang teacher? Yeah. She's got to be contacting, like, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Thank you, Shannon. Well, yeah. I agree to that. I get what you're saying there. She is good. She has a really good, like, she has a way to, like, capture her audience. One thing about YouTube is it is about luck as well, even if you're good. Like, I thank God, like, if I would have continued doing beauty and makeup, it probably would have took me 10 years to get to where I am today. But I got lucky because I switched from, you know, makeup and beauty, and I covered something going on that was like a hot topic at that moment. The hot topic was David Eason and Janelle and the Nugget situation. And one night I just was like, I'm talking about this, because I was all into it. You know, I was like, every day I was reading about it. I was watching videos about it. But that wasn't my content. But I was like, no, I have something to say about the David Eason and the Janelle Eason killing Nugget situation, and I'm going to talk about it. So I did my video, and it was because it was such a hot topic that I took off like I did. Even though I was just as, I feel like my content on makeup and beauty was just as entertaining. Like but like Emily, I think she'd been on YouTube for like 5 years. And she had just never been pushed into the algorithm until the Tati Westbrook lawsuit, and she started covering that. Like, if you go back in her channel, and this is not a dig at her, I don't want anybody to take it that way, but with the way that YouTube is, it's very somewhat. I've come across channels that literally have like 1,000 subscribers, and you're like, man, this is a good channel. Why don't they have more subscribers? This is a good person. Like, this person is made for this. Why don't they have more people? You know, and it's just because YouTube doesn't put them in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for 5 years, Emily was doing great content. You guys can go back and watch it. I've actually went back and watched several of her videos. She used to do like anytime a new phone would come out, she would do like a review on it, an unboxing on it. And it was still good. You know, it was still like good content. She's still the same, you know, bubbly Emily, you know. So I didn't mean it. I'm not saying that it was like because of KJ, but that was such a hot topic. The lawsuit, everyone that, you know, first off, Tati Westbrook is a huge YouTuber. So there were people who knew about the lawsuit just because of Tati and had no idea at all who KJ even was. So when they come across this video that says, you know, Tati Westbrook sues YouTuber Without a Crystal Ball, lawyer reacts, they're like, oh yeah, Tati sued, and they watch it, and then they become familiar with this Without a Crystal Ball person. And so, and what I'm saying is, you know, Katie, her channel kind of blew up overnight with that Amber Portwood and the Andrew Glennon stuff and that audio. But that's not me giving credit to Amber Portwood. That's not me saying, oh, well, Katie blew up, you know, because of Amber Portwood or because of Andrew. But it was in part because she covered something that was such a hot topic at the time, and she had something no one else had. And Emily had something that not a lot of people had, which is her expertise from being a lawyer. So a lot of people like to hear what's a lawyer's point of view, especially when it comes to a lawsuit, right? So I think I'm not saying that it's because of KJ, but it was because of like the content, and because so many people were curious, and because she is that good and she was able to. So she was found by so many people because of the title, the thumbnail, and what everybody was curious about that. But she was able to keep those people because of how good she is. I hope that makes sense. Right. Yeah. Exactly. It doesn't mean that she wasn't good before. She just didn't have as many people like get to see her because she wasn't promoted. You know, she wasn't promoted. Right. Yeah. She started doing unboxing and tech talk. Yeah. And I went back and watched a good bit of those. I don't believe she does. I don't believe she does. I agree. See, that's what I've always said. When I started my channel, I had absolutely no idea that another YouTuber that covered the same topic would be like bothered by it, because I'm like, I religiously would watch Tati and Jeffree Star, and then every once in a while James Charles, just because I really like the beauty community. You know what I'm saying? So it, like, for someone to come out and start being mean to me because I cover the same type of content, it didn't make sense to me. And then for her to say things like, well, we're competition, so she don't like me. I'm like, no, we're not, because people watch us both. When I first came on the scene and me and KJ was about 300 subs away from each other, 99% of her subs were my subs as well, and my subs were her subs as well. We both had the same subs. Like, her mods used to be in my chat all the time. Her mods, the subs, like, they were subbed to both of us because, like you, Carol Ann, a lot of people like to watch this, like, several different people in the same realm of whatever they're watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you're watching me, Grace Report, Yasmin, and Sherelle. You like reality television. And so that's what I thought as well. Like, I'm not competition to you. What are you talking about? Like, people are watching me and you. But that's not the way that she looks at it. Like, she looks at it like we're her competition, and that's not good for her, because then it makes her not, like, it makes her mad when we have a video that blows up. It makes her jealous. It's not us. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why, you know, Grace Report has had problems with KJ. Sherelle has had problems with KJ. Yasmin Willen might be the only one that has it. But the Ashley Realities Roundup has had problems with KJ, and it's because KJ has went after all of us. She has popped off about all of us. And it's because she views us as competition when we never viewed her as competition, especially like the Ashley Realities Roundup. She writes articles. She don't have a YouTube channel. She writes articles, but Katie would say really nasty things about her and say that her information was wrong. And then one time Katie was like, "Oh yeah, the Ashley thanked me for sending so many people to her articles," and the Ashley was like, that never happened." So yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that you should be able to watch me, Grace, Yasmin, Sherelle, and KJ, and it not be an issue at all. But if you go to KJ's channel and you tell her you watch all of us, she may get rude with you because she does not like for people to watch other people. And she has said stuff like that before. Like she has went off on people to watch Emily D. Baker. But anyways, why did KJ take on her play button? I remember she put it up. I'm not a sub, but I saw that and I heard it's down there. I'm not sure. I really don't know. You know, I know some people were speculating that maybe it got taken from her, but I don't know if that's really what happens. I don't know if they ever really take your play button. I'm not sure. There's a gossip website that has been quoting KJ. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Well, I can't remember. But it had me wondering if maybe it was like KJ writing the articles under a different name. Because normally when that happens, well, not normally, but there's been times where Katie's like kind of got mad when people have like quoted her. But as long as they quote her and they source her, she likes that, which is what they should do. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely try to. I used to actually say the same thing about Katie's channel very early on. So when I started putting out this type of content, reality, TV news, and gossip, obviously I would put my video up, and then Yasmin Whitland was one that I would see a lot making similar videos, and so was Katie. So while I did not watch them, what I would do is, okay, so if I was making a video on Janelle and David and Nugget, yes, 2022, let's give me a play button. That would be so awesome. That's my goal, actually. My goal is to get my play button this year. But say I was making a video about, what happened at court that day. You guys know that Janelle and David was going to court for like a couple weeks, trying to get custody back of their kids. So say I was doing an update that day of what took place in court. And before I could get my video up, I would notice that Yasmin Whitland already posted an update, and so did Katie. What I would do is I wouldn't watch it. I would not watch their video because I didn't want to subconsciously like take something from their video. So what I would do is if I saw it, I wouldn't watch it, but I would make my video and I would post it. And then at the end of my video, I would say things like Yasmin Whitland and Without a Crystal Ball has also put a video about this as well. Go check them out. I didn't do it all the time, but I did that a couple times very early on. This was before me and Katie had ever spoken a word to each other, did not know each other. I just noticed that she was another creator that was covering similar content, and I thought that would be great for me. We were running kind of close with subs, so I just was like, oh, that'd be great, for me to do that for her, for me to do it for Yasmin, because I would watch them sometimes. I would never watch them if I was doing a video on what they had already done a video on, but sometimes after the video I would watch or whatever. So I would say that. And then the first time that she mentioned me, it was F her. She's a disgusting human being with a predatory behavior, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah, I've always tried to, and I got away from it for a long time, and I still don't do it that much. Like I don't promote other people's channels that much anymore because it did come back to bite me in the butt a couple times. So if you guys hear me promoting a channel, it's because I really watch that channel myself and I really enjoy that channel myself. Like Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball. I don't know who's behind it. Have not a clue. But Um, but the content itself is really good, and I think anyone that follows her and they wonder why there's so many people that dislikes Katie, that is a channel for you to go watch. Go watch all the videos, and it will tell you exactly why. Hey, Joe Cool. I was at 103 and couldn't take it. Can I ask why aren't they in the hospital? I don't know how it works. It's my second time. Minus be between 20. I had the wait. What is? Hey, I don't believe COVID shot, but now forced by my child. Oh, I don't like that. I do not. You know, I feel like people should have free will to take the COVID shot. Like it should be up to you. Just because when the government really starts forcing us to do certain things, I don't like that. Like feel like it should be up to you. There's some people for religious purposes, or I'm on day 6 COVID, and all 3 of my kids. It sucks. Scary 105 fever. Be very careful with that, Deanna. That's scary. Fever that high can be super scary. Good night, Amber. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a really good video. It really was. I didn't get to watch all of it, though. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I do feel like there's like two, like, I worry about that too. Is like, it's, it scared people too much. I know I was terrified of it. Like I was very, so when it first started coming out, not here, overseas, Sean heard about it and he was like, look, it's going to get here. It's coming. He was like, and when it gets anywhere in Louisiana, anywhere here, we're going to take the kids out of school. Because we were scared, like, hey, as seen by a subscriber, how you doing? He's like, anywhere in Louisiana, we're taking the kids out of school immediately because I don't want them to get them. I don't want them to get it because we were scared. We just was like worried because from what we're hearing, people over there is getting in, they are dropping dead like flies. Like if you get it, you die. That's what we were like made to believe, that everyone over there that got it, they were just dying. So we were terrified. And as soon as it got in Louisiana, pretty much we were like, okay, we're not going anywhere. Sean went to work. He came home. He took his clothes off outside. They were immediately put into the washer. He ran and got in the shower. Like, I have lupus, so I'm scared. I've had symptoms for real COVID 7 days. Oh, and see, yeah, people that have, other health conditions, like it's just, you don't know how it's going to interact with it, Yeah, I think Alabama is playing tonight because can't risk exposing. Yeah, I understand that. Paramedics were able to keep them down. I get that, Lisa. I normally don't either. I normally don't talk religion, politics, or COVID-19 on YouTube. I really don't either. A part of me is because I'm like, I don't want anybody to get ticked off. I don't want anybody to disagree with what I think, and then they unsubscribe for me. But one thing I will say is I don't think COVID-19 should be forced. The shots, the vaccination. I don't think it should be take the vaccination or lose your job. I don't think it should be that. That's good. That's good. We were very strict. The kids did not go anywhere at all. For the longest, Sean was the only one that went to Walmart. Like, I don't even think I did. Like, he was like the only one that went to Walmart. COVID, she had lupus, so it took, oh my goodness, Shanna, that is terrible. That is scary. This is just mama talk. I knew I would get a couple prayers. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely praying for you. I'm listening, just trying to find that Cody Brown article. That's okay, but thank you. I've had it for 20 years now. Yeah, y'all have to be very careful, Shannon. You know, I don't know if we told y'all this, but at the after A passed, one of his nurses actually called Flossie and said that they were pretty sure that's how A passed. Yay! Oh my goodness, Tamara, that is awesome. You got to go home. That is awesome. That is awesome that you got to go home. How long have you been home? Yes, I recorded a video about Bob Saget passing away as well. That is just that is so sad. I grew up on literally I grew up on Full House, Golden Girls, and now Betty White and Bob Saget pass away. Right. I'm not anti-shot. I'm anti-forcing the shot. You know what I'm saying? I just recently got COVID and I have several immune deficiency problems. I agree about not being forced to take any shot. I'm so scared that my kids are so sick. Also, yeah, I'm definitely not anti-shot. I'm just anti forcing it. It should be everyone's decision, in my opinion. Yeah, Danny Tanner passed away. I've heard of several people refusing to take it, so they're losing their job, and that is that. I saw this thing where someone, there was like, well, it saves lives, so. I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was basically like, well, it saves people's lives, so we should be able to force people to take it because we're trying to save their lives. Well, what about like insulin? You know what I'm saying? They're just giving these COVID vaccinations out for free, right? Are they free? Are they free? I don't even know. I think so, right? For some people, maybe insurance pay for them. I don't even know. But if the government's forcing people to take these shots because they're saving lives, then what about, diabetics? So that's why I'm like, it should be your decision if you want to take it. We didn't want the shot. My husband's job made him, and now the booster. So we went and got the booster, and I'm sick as a dog. Oh no, Sherry, that's terrible. Yeah, I thought they were free because I remember that being like, one of the things. Hey, Big Daddy J. Did you lose your job, April, from refusing? Oh no! Who's one of your my mom got sick too. My mom got vaccinated and she got super sick. Just found out a friend that hangs out was tested positive for COVID. Ellie mama has it for sure. I'm praying Ellie mama don't get it. They test workers once a week if they choose not to get the shot. I believe they are free. While they're firing all the nurses and staff, but we're supposed to be in a health crisis. Make it make sense. Okay, make it make sense. Exactly. You can't fire all the nurses and these doctors. Literally, our Walmart changed their hours. They're open from 6 to 8. They were open to like midnight for, normally before COVID, they were open to like midnight. And then it changed to where 6 in the evening they would close at the height of COVID, and now they're from 6 to 8. And the reason why is because they have no employees, and I guess maybe they're forcing the shot too. I don't know, but I did hear it was due to COVID, so I don't know if people are just scared to work. Oh, thank you, Big Daddy J. Hey, I just found your channel. I dig the videos. Good to see another Southerner on YouTube. Where are you from, Big Daddy J? Thank you so much for the super chat. I've heard of people, who's got all the shots and the boosters, and they still get COVID. So yeah, I just. keep checking. And I know there's going to be some people that come into my channel, that come into my stream and hear that I spoke about KJ, and they're going to be like, oh, no, never mind. And that is completely up to you. Anyone that doesn't want to hear me talk about Katie, I understand. You can skip this stream, and that's absolutely okay. I try not to talk about her all the time, but with that video coming out on Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, I was like, I really wanted to do a reaction video to it because I thought it was such a good video. But I do actually try not to talk about her. She usually gets brought up at least a couple times in any video that I go live with, because she's always up to some shenanigans, and people usually always want to know my thoughts on it. But I do try to limit how much I talk about her. I ain't taking this shot either with all my kids. They have to kill me first. I feel you. I'm just like, shots are studied for years and years and years, and then we still find out years down the road after, years of people taking shots, even though they were studied for years before they were even given out. And then we find out that it causes something. And this shot wasn't even, COVID-19, the vaccination wasn't even like, we couldn't even, it wasn't even studied that long. You know what I'm saying? So I remember Huddle House. Yes, I do. We used to have a Huddle House. What video is it? So let me look at the title of the video. It is called, and it premiered today. It's called WOACB versus WOACB. Katie Joy Years in Review Part 2. So 11 days ago, she did a Part 1. And today she did a Part 2. The Part 1 was an hour and 10 minutes long. The Part 2 was an hour and 37 minutes long. And I got to watch some of it, but I didn't get to watch all of it. So I wanted to do a reaction video on it. But I didn't get permission from the person behind the channel. So I'm going to wait until I get the permission. And then when I get the permission, I'll go live and we'll do a reaction video on it. I was hoping maybe she would respond to me while I was on stream and we could go ahead and do it, but we're all sick right now and I'm not getting the shot. I'll do what I know as a nurse to protect my family, but not take that risk on the shot, April. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine if I was in the situation to where it was either get the shot or lose your job. That's scary because I'm like, I have really bad asthma. What if it has some bad effect on, asthmatic patients that we don't know about yet, do you want the doctors and nurses to get patients in hospitals that don't have it? Walmart's closed early to clean because people are going in places sneezing and closing them out. Oh yeah, I'm good with them closing early. I mean, they need to do whatever they got to do. I understand that. I don't want anybody to catch it. I watched that too. The creator ignored me. I don't know why. Really? Oh no. Maybe she just didn't see. I know. I think there was like 200 people in the chat when I got in there. So maybe it's possible she just didn't catch your comment. I've been guilty of that myself. And I've had people message me like, hey, I was trying to talk to you in the chat. And I'm like, I am so sorry. I did not mean that. I did not mean to not see, Walmart is also taking extra time to do some cleaning and sanitizing. That is part of why that is right. That's right. I did hear that it was to clean up and I think that's great. So I'm good with that. I don't mind that they close early. I don't know that, Elena. I do not know for sure that WOACB versus WACB is a female. I don't know. Welcome, Cheryl Ann. I'm not anti-KJ. Me and KJ have a history. We have a history, and that's why we don't get along, because we have a history ourselves. And I do follow the channel Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball because I feel like she shows why so many people have issues with with KJ, because a lot of people don't understand it. You know, I don't know if you're new to the community. I'm not sure. But when I first came out on YouTube, I was attacked horribly by KJ for absolutely no reason over a video that she did not watch. She was told about the video. She didn't watch it. She attacked me terribly, called me a disgusting human being with predatory behavior, said that I mocked a mental ill man, said that I stalked a mental ill man. And at the time, 90% of our followers were the exact same followers. So on the stream that night, when she was saying all this, she was telling it to, yeah, they were her followers, but they were also mine as well. So she had a lot of my people thinking, well, actually, to be fair, there were a lot of people in the chat saying that's not what the video was about. She didn't say that in the video. Did you watch the video? Because that's not what happened. And then some people in the video was like, oh man, she did that. Elle Bee did that, which I didn't go by, Elle Bee did that. That's terrible. Why would Elle Bee do that? So she went crazy on me over a video she didn't watch. I forgave her. I set the record straight to say that's not what happened. I never made a video like that. KJ then told her mods that I picked on her son for being autistic. She lied on me and said that I picked on her son for being autistic. What she didn't know is that I also have a son that's autistic. She had no idea. There's a lot there. She paid for my financials, blasted them on her channel, lied about it. She said that I lied about my son's playing football. She said I held a fraudulent fundraiser. She reported my arrest before I had a chance to even tell half of my family. When I was wrongfully arrested, I'm actually in the process of suing the police department right now for that arrest. Somehow Katie found out before almost everyone. And she blasted that. So it's not that I'm anti-KJ. I'm just, I've seen what she's done to me. I've seen what she's done to so many other people. She's not only hurt me, she's hurt a lot of other people. And I don't like it. So thank you so much for being a new follower. I appreciate that. And I love that. But no, if I speak about KJ, I'm not a YouTuber at all that's going to talk about another creator in a negative way, unless I have absolutely positively a reason why. I had a new sub that asked me not to I think she was basically just saying like, I'm a new sub here. Don't get on the anti-KJ train. But I go way back with Katie. Katie was about 9 months into YouTube, and I was about 6 months into YouTube when she attacked me. She also told people not to talk to me. People that when Amber Portwood and Andrew Glennon, when all that stuff happened, when Amber assaulted Andrew and was arrested, I was talking to Andrew. She found out I was talking to Andrew, for one, because I spoke about it. I spoke about it on my channel. I said I've been talking to Andrew. And Andrew, I'm a medically retired police officer for the state of Kentucky, multiple sclerosis. I don't know about the arrest. Hope it works out. Thank you so much. It was really bad. I'll actually go into a little bit more about that in a little bit if you want. Good night, Big Daddy. But yeah, so I'm not hateful, not vindictive. I'm not trying to be on a hate train or anything like that. I have a personal history with being attacked and lied on by her. So there's a video that came out today that I really enjoyed. This channel can show anyone why there's so many people that dislikes Katie, because it shows Katie saying things that most people are not going to be okay with. It's her own videos, it's her own words to show, why a lot of people dislike Katie. In the video that was put up today, there's some mention of me in there as well, things that she did to me as well. Yes, after my nephew passed away, she attacked me relentlessly just days after it happened. When she purchased my bankruptcy, it was just 11 days after my nephew had passed away. Her and her friend just went after me so hard to the point to where I couldn't even get on YouTube. Me and my sister could not even open up YouTube because there were videos after videos after videos. Yeah. So please don't take that as me trying to at you. I know people are like, oh, I like Katie, don't talk about her. And that's okay if you like her. Watch her. That's okay. Yes, I actually have a part 1, 2, and 3, I think, of what happened between me and Katie. Anyone that's interested, you can watch it. It tells a lot about what happened between me and Katie and why we don't get along. Um, so, I have subscribers that are subscribed to her, and they just don't watch when I talk about her. I think one came in earlier and was like, oh, I came in on this. I'm going to see myself out, and that's okay. Yes. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, I pray for Katie more times than in the flesh I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a struggle. So, yeah, you'll never catch me talking bad about a YouTuber unless that YouTuber has talked bad about me and did it more than once. There's really only like 2 YouTubers that I've actually made videos about and addressed, and that was after they both called me. One of them called me a bitch and said that I was. She lied on me and said that that I used her. I don't even know, but like I don't know. So I don't do like drama with other YouTubers back and forth, but I do not do like I addressed that one YouTuber once, left it at that. Katie, I've had to address a couple of times because it's been a lot of back and forth between us. Looking at my finances, claiming I'm not paying my car note, saying my car is about to be repossessed, telling people that I stole money from my followers, and then my kids didn't play football. And that I lied about my kids playing football. So I usually only address it when I have to, but I do follow Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball in a really good video I put up today, and I wanted to talk about it. So, I used to shy away about talking about Katie altogether because I didn't want people to think that I was just like a drama channel, always talking about Katie. So I didn't do it hardly at all. But now I don't want to be scared to talk about Katie. I don't want to be like, oh, no, I can't talk about Katie because I'm going to make someone mad. I'm sorry. But if anybody has a reason to talk about Katie when something comes up, I feel like I have every right to. I'll try not to because I know some people don't like it. But she doxed me. Oh, yeah, Katie doxed me. She put my phone up on the screen when she had like 300 people in the chat. She's done several things. I can't even remember. But yeah, she definitely put my phone number up. She exposed the fact that I was in bankruptcy, which I think I'd already said that. I think I'd already mentioned that. I got arrested on Friday. No, actually, I think it was a Saturday. Got out on Sunday, and then Monday morning, somehow she knew, and she went live with it and told everybody. Called me a drug addict, said that's why I was acting so funny, and I do late night live streams because I'm up on drugs. I do late night live streams because that's when my kids are asleep, not because I'm on drugs. And I always talk loud, so not loud, but yeah, I do talk loud. I always talk fast. I've literally been a fast talker since I was a child, and my mom and dad always said that I got it from my grandpa because my grandpa talks loud and fast. So, but that's what she said that, it was one of the reasons why I talk fast, and it's why I was up late at night doing live streams, and it explained my erratic behavior, which I didn't have any erratic behavior. So it was really weird for her to say that. Yeah, well, she let her dog eat one of them. The Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball. Here, let's do this. I don't want to do a reaction to the one today, but I'll go ahead and look up one of the earlier videos from Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, and we'll watch one of those together, and I'll stop and we'll talk. And then you guys go check out the channel. So let's do this. And we'll watch. Let's see. Yeah. It shouldn't have mattered. It shouldn't have mattered that I was in bankruptcy, but I think it was just like her way of trying to like embarrass me, Thank you, Honey Badger. Honey Badger, I thought you were already a member, girl. Yeah, I'm a chatterbox. This is something so when I was in maybe not sixth grade, maybe it was like fifth grade, I don't know. But we were doing a spelling bee, and it was me and one person left, and it was my turn. And my teacher said, "Oh, this is a good one for you. Your word is chatterbox." Chatterbox. And she said, "It's a good one for you because I have always been a chatterbox." And I said, CHATERBOX. I misspelled it, and I lost. Yeah, but I do have part 1 too. I'll show you guys. Okay, so let's do this. We'll watch. Okay, we'll watch the one about her hair loss, because in one of the videos where she's talking about her hair loss, she actually for a while blamed me for her hair loss. She said that she blamed her hair loss for me for a while, on me for a while, but then she ended up blaming it on someone else. Yes, the teacher gave me the thing. The word was chatterbox. So we're gonna watch the video about, no, maybe not hair loss, because that's kind of. We could do one about her pride flag, where she lied about her pride flag. How long is that one? 8 minutes? Yeah, she blamed me for her hair loss, but then she blamed another situation on her hair loss. Okay, so let's share screen. But you guys got to go check the channel out yourself, because I don't want people not to go follow the channel just because I'm showing a couple videos. Okay, so we'll do pride flag. That's not the right one. Hold on.
Story. I know my neighbors watch this channel.
Okay, so this is what the channel does. This is a clip from one day, where she talks about her pride flag, and then here's months earlier where she talks about her pride flag. So it shows that she lies about what happened to her pride flag with her own words. And this channel, that's what they do, is they show that she lies about things by showing a video where she said one thing, and then months later where she said something completely different. So it's not, just one person saying, "Oh, this is what she did to me," and then, you guys as followers think, "Well, you're just jealous or you're lying." You can actually see that she's lying. So we'll go ahead and we'll watch this one really quick.
They're like that. We put up a pride flag. Story. I know my neighbors watch this channel. They're like that. We put up a pride flag because I'm like gender fluid, or not gender fluid. I'm sexually fluid, bisexual. I don't even know. I'm married in a hetero relationship. Let's just say that. But I find women attractive. But anyways, and I will be with my husband until he dies, because he's 8 years older than me, and then we'll see what happens. But in terms of, and that doesn't mean I'm going to kill him, you guys, or that I'm waiting for him to die. I literally love him. Okay. So we put up a pride flag to honor me, honor my friends. And you know what my neighbor did in response? He hung a Trump flag. And it's then he put it out on a flagpole. He literally put a flagpole now in his front yard, and he raised it up, and he put a Trump flag under his American flag. And his house is right, staring at us. And I'm pretty sure he's doing this purposely to me. It's ridiculous. And even though that there's crazy alt-right people, my husband and I, because I am I don't know, sexually fluid, we went ahead and got a pride flag, because the people across the street are super Trump supporters. And I was like, you know what? They're always pushing their politics in our face. I'm just gonna push my sexuality in their face. You want to see it? I'll show you. That's a flag. Just a pride flag. See? And they've ripped it. Look what they've done to it. They've destroyed it. And this was up here and it was bent, and they were at our house, and they came to our house and they somehow bent the pole off.
So this is April 5th, where she said,
"Hi, everyone, it's Katie."
Where she said the neighbors messed up her flag.
Without a crystal ball. How are you? I'm good, I guess. So yesterday.
Okay, so April 5th, she cried and said, they ripped the flag. And then the next day, here she is.
It was interesting. And there was some stuff that happened at my house, and it wasn't like a humongous deal. And I went on and I did a video about it, and I just let people know that we were having some problems with one of our flags and some of our neighbors. And we were like, I was just seriously just sharing like what happened, mostly because I don't know, like, I don't think that kind of behavior is okay. And I ended up getting, so this morning, I ended up getting a phone call. And it was from the deputy sheriff, I think, in my area. Yeah, okay. So here's what happened. Yesterday, there was some stuff that happened with a neighbor. And then I put online, like, kind of what happened and what the resolution was and moving forward, what we're going to do. And just to sort of, like, I don't know, advocate for myself, speak up, not be silent, that kind of stuff. And I guess somebody watching thought that I was like, I don't even know. This is insane to me. So the deputy calls and they say that this is what they said. They said somebody who is in Louisiana, a woman, told them that they were worried for my safety because of something that I posted online, and that because of that, they needed to come to my house and perform a welfare check on me. Seriously. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? And then that got me thinking, like, what did I post yesterday that would have actually made you feel like I was not safe? Like, I understand that people get concerned about life, and like bloggers, we're no different. I mean, this channel is a mix of me and content, and I've never been just like one thing. So I definitely share things that are going on in my life if I feel like it's worth sharing. And what happened yesterday was something that I felt like I wanted to share, but I was definitely not expecting anyone to like contact the police, because, by the way, they had just been at my house and everything had been settled down. Things were calm. Like, I have a husband, we have nurses in our house. Like, we put our son to bed. I mean, there wasn't anything really to check on. So I was tearful on my live, but tears don't equate not being safe. And what is being tearful, responding to Kate, whoever that is in the live chat, what is being tearful on a live stream? How does that equate to sending police to somebody's house to do a welfare check? It doesn't. It doesn't at all. Not even remotely close. And I knew it was because of the flag, but he finally just said it. Today, he finally said it. The flag has been ripped since we put it up. They bent the flagpole. Our house has been egged since we put that flag out. They've silly stringed our house. They've threatened to kill our dogs. Today he threatened to kill our dogs, and he threatened to kill us. And he's riling up our neighbors. And then they called the cops on us. And it's like, we didn't do anything. And then they came here and they're like, you didn't do anything. And I said, they said it's because you have that fucking flag out there.
I'm sorry, but really, say really, they had threatened to kill them and their dogs. Why not get a restraining order? Why not file a report saying our neighbors are threatening to kill us? They're silly stringing our house. They're doing all of this. They've ruined our flag. I would not let the cops leave my house if I had neighbors doing all that to me.
Like, are you serious? It's 2020. pride flag. A flag for my friend JB.
But remember, earlier she said the flag was for her. Now all of a sudden it's for her friend JB.
And then that got me thinking, like, what did I post yesterday that would have actually made you feel like I was not safe? They've threatened to kill our dogs. Today he threatened to kill our dogs and he threatened to kill us. It is a hate crime.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back on that.
It's snowing outside.
Oh, I want to read that. Okay. Dear neighbors, it is a hate crime and terroristic threat to target someone based upon their sexual orientation. We don't have to like each other, but leave our flag alone. Your dogs all bark. All of you do things that are annoying as hell. We aren't better than anyone else. Stop running around gossiping about us. Find a hobby, get a therapist, or find a friend. I don't hate you at all. Please leave us alone and leave our flag alone. We will find out who has been egging, silly stringing, throwing rocks at our cars, and destroying our pride flag. The sheriff that you called on us told us the destruction of a pride flag is a hate crime punishable by years in prison. No matter what you do, you can't stop my pride. Love is love, no hate. Now, keep in mind, though, that someone actually pulled a police report from this. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Good night. Someone actually pulled a police report from this, and everything that she said happened here was not, like, nothing that was not on the police report. That's what we're watching right now, Kimberly. Love that channel. That's what we're watching right now. But what it was like their dogs were barking, and I think like her and Todd got snippy with the neighbors, so they called the cops. At one point, there was a gun mentioned or something like that. But the cops never told, there was no mention of a hate crime on behalf of the cops. If there was, it was not in their report. There was nothing in the report about a hate crime or threats, silly string, throwing rocks. And in one video, not only did she say that they were throwing rocks at her car, but she said they were throwing rocks at Vaughn when he was a baby. There's a video out there where she said they threw rocks at Vaughn as he was a baby. And I'm like, somebody throw rocks at my child, baby or not, boy, you better be ready, because we about to rock and roll all up and down this street. Our neighbors are going to be calling the cops on us because I'm about to mess you up. You throw a rock at my child. Like, how? No, No. In this post, she only said throwing rocks at our cars, but at one point she said throwing rocks at Vaughn. So anyways, let's continue.
I see it's snowing outside. Hold on.
Oh, November. Hold on. November 30th. Look at the time. Look at the date. November 30th, 2019. November 30th, 2019. This is 5 months before she showed the video where the flag was ripped. 5 months before. Now watch this.
Oh, yeah. Her flag is broken. It's ripped.
Look at that.
Very windy here.
The flag was, look, see, look, there you go. Look at that.
Why did I lie about a hate crime? I didn't lie about a hate crime. So Pity Patty, they say that I lied about a hate crime, which I never said. What happened to your flag? And we're like telling them, they're like, that's a hate crime. And we were like, yeah, I know. I guess it'll be up to you whether or not you believe me, but I am, if anything, not a liar, and I definitely don't hold back. The absolute last thing I ever want to be known as is a liar. I would rather be unpopular for my opinions than lie about anything.
Oh, there's a video about me and Katie.
I just don't want to
I would watch it. I really don't like to react to videos without permission from the creator, which All Things Sassy would probably be okay with that. But anyways, yeah, All Things Sassy covers content that kind of shows how Katie lies. Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, they cover it. Really good channel. That's what we were just watching. Sorry, I'm new to this channel and have zero to do with this shit. However, this seems so staged to me. Like her videos, is that what you're saying? Like her videos seem staged? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, she's just like, okay, so I cover reality TV content, and so does she. She's like one of the bigger channels that covers it. But she started out about 6 months ahead of me. She started out about 6 months ahead of me. We had a lot of problems because she didn't like me for some unknown reason. I forgave her several times for going after me. I forgave her several times. Tried to be a friend, tried. Never could be her friend because I would always catch her lying. She would treat me really bad. She would treat me really bad. So every time I tried to be a friend, I ended up having to say, like, I can't do it, you know, and I could be friends with anybody. I could be friends with anybody, you know, but I just couldn't with her because she would lie to me. She would lie to the audience, and I knew she would lie. She was lying to the audience about things, and then she would get praised so much when she was lying. Yeah, she hyped up my arrest like I was some bad drug addict when it was a false arrest. When they should not have even arrested me, they shouldn't have even pulled me over. So there's just a lot. Anyways, so many people that's been following her for all this time have noticed things. She's mistreated them. So, you know, people have like come together and made channels to kind of point out, you know, certain things that she's done and said. And it's in fact her reaction is, oh, absolutely. That's what you know. Katie has went on streams. That girl has went on streams to talk about her son having surgery and not shed a tear, but laugh about it, you know, or smile about it. But the only time she's ever cried has been when it's been in regards to like when her and Tati, the lawsuit between her and Tati was going on. And she did a stream where she was crying, talking about the money that she was making. She was putting up for her son so that he could be able to live comfortably after they passed away or something like that. And that all the money was going into this lawsuit now. She cried about that. She cried about, you know, the neighbor threatening to kill her and her family and the dogs, even though the report that someone else pulled, not me, said that never happened. There was no mention of any threats like that. But things that, you know, you would think that she would maybe cry about or tear up about or be sad about, she's not really sad about. Instead, she's sad about things that I feel like gets her super chats. I don't know. Or like, I don't know. My thing is like, if you really are a part of the LGBTQ community, why would you lie about your flag? And why would you try to out others who may be in the closet? Like, I don't know how many times she's tried to out some of the Duggars who she thinks are in the closet. Oh yeah, they're in the closet for sure. I think Jess is. It's like, if you are, you would respect this person is in the closet for a reason. No gay person, no lesbian, no bisexual person wants to be outed. There was one. Okay, so I grew up. NSYNC was one of my most favorite, you know, bands, or I don't know if they're a band, but I loved NSYNC. Loved NSYNC. And you know, it came out after I got grown that Lance Bass was gay, right? He was outed by Perez Hilton, which is crazy because Perez Hilton is also gay. You would think. But some people care more about money and attention than they do about doing what's right. You know, Perez Hilton being a gay person, what kind of gay person outs a gay person? What kind of any person outs a gay person? Especially if you grow up with that struggle. Like, I'm sure Perez grew up scared to tell people because he was scared of how he would be looked at, only for him to out someone else. I think it was Perez Hilton that outed him. I'm pretty sure that it was. But like Lance found out, and Lance come from like Southern Baptist, you know, he was worried. You know, grew up in church, you know, where, you know what I'm saying? So that was, I just don't understand. Like, if you are someone with any decency, why would you out someone or speculate and say, oh, I know they are. I know they are. Because what if they are? And then they're hearing that you're constantly saying that. And they're like, oh my God, they should please stop saying it. And it causes them to struggle. What if they're like, oh my gosh, she's outing me. She's outing me. More people are going to catch on. And they're already struggling. They're already struggling. It's already a struggle for them that they've dealt with. You know what I'm saying? For God knows how long. Maybe depressed because of it, because they can't come out. And then this YouTuber with over 200,000 subscribers who will not stop talking about their family keeps saying, oh yeah, I think they're gay. I think they're good. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't. That's another thing that just irks me with her. Yes, I loved NSYNC. NSYNC was my jam back in the day. I still like, I like Lance. I like JC. I like Justin Timberlake. I liked all of them back in the day. I mean, Chris wasn't really my style. But he was all right. He was all right. It was Perez. Okay, exactly. Why would you claim to be part of the community and lie? Wrong. Thanks for calling her out. Right. Why would you? Exactly. But anyways, I had someone comment on one of my videos the other day. Something about me talking about Katie, and I'm like, listen, I have pre-recorded videos that go out all the time that has nothing to do with Katie. And that ain't no lie. So if you don't like it, bye. Just kidding. Anyways, and I really do try not to, like when I do live streams, usually I'll be like, I'm going to talk about this, or I'm just going to kind of go with the viewers. But tonight I kind of went into it thinking like, oh, this would be a good thing for me to react to the Without a Crystal Ball video, Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball. But that was not the one that I wanted to react to. That was one of her videos. Let me show you guys this. Just for anybody that's new, that wants to know who this person is and why so many people dislike her. Right. What if they committed suicide?
Sorry. I know my neighbors watch this channel.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Really? I went to an NSYNC concert. They had Usher as they had Usher, they had Pink. Who else did they have? It's wrong, it's hurtful, and she does it all the time. Yep. It's never okay to threaten protected groups. I'm part of a protected group, and my status is threatened to be publicized by YouTube. See, yeah, and people, God forbid, us YouTubers talk about her because they're like, oh, you're jealous. You're part of the hate. And it's like, no, we're tired of seeing this YouTuber hurt other people and profit off other people's heartache. Like, we're tired of it. I didn't like that she, thank you. That guy, actually, what's so crazy is I was just telling Sean the other day I was like, I think I have a long neck. He was like, no, you don't. I'm like, no, but listen, I think I do. And he was like, oh, yeah, you kind of do. It's like, I've never noticed your long neck. And I'm like, I told you I definitely have a long neck. That's okay. I'm not too stressed out about it. I don't think I have a big head or a long head. I think maybe sometimes my forehead looks a little bit long, but so anyways, let's go over because I want to show you guys this. So this channel has Katie Joy Hypocrisy, where she shames sex workers, and then she talks about how sex workers should be protected. Two completely different things. Good night, April. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how the lawsuit hypocrisy will play out because I'm sure she thinks it's going to just be just like the one with Tati, but she's in for a wild ride with this one. Exactly. Yeah, I think Todd will push it as far as it'll go. SA victims, where she talks about SA victims, adoption, where she talks about how she never wanted kids. It was She never wanted kids. She was not the type of person to ever want kids. When she married Todd, she agreed to one child. And then she talked about how, hey, Liz. Then in a completely different video, she talks about how she wanted to adopt a child, that they were going to adopt kids. And it's like, what? You've literally talked about how you don't like kids and you weren't going to have any. And then never have I ever heard her talk about adopting. It was exactly the opposite. And then in this video, when it was like, I think they were, the Huxley situation was a big thing, and she was covering that. Then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, we were going to adopt. No. On the importance of, what's this? Following doctor's orders. Yep, that's a good one. On vibes and speculation, on copyright, on sensory issues and chewing, where she says, I would never eat on camera because I have sensory issues and I cannot stand. She talks about how she eats in her office sometimes because she cannot stand to see her husband chew his food. And she would never eat on camera. Then sometime later, chomping down on camera. And then when a lady who has, when a lady that actually has sensory issues in her and is in her stream saying, Katie, can you please not chew on those M&Ms? Like it's stressing me out. She attacks her. This one is the flag, the pride flag that we just watched. Katie Joy's fluidity, her hair loss journey, where she tried to blame me at one point. Empathy for me, but not for others. Advocating sponsors and shorts. Picking and choosing without any actual listening. Channel membership. Snarky. Explains cultish. Red. Calls out ethics. Katie Joy believes. Broken. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's several videos that shows the hypocrisy. Go check her out if you don't understand why people don't like her. Then you'll understand some of it anyways. This shows just how much she lies and how much she changes her the way she feels about things. So that's why she's lost a lot of followers. Now, if you want to see why I dislike her, you can check out my channel where part 1, where it started, my experience with Katie Joy. Part 2, my experience with Katie Joy, the aftermath of her video about me. Part 3, a web of lies, my experience with Katie Joy. So that's 3. I think there may be more. This is the one where she admitted to paying for my financials and insinuated that I scammed my followers. This is one where even after I proved that she lied, she refused to acknowledge that she lied. This is where she actually blasted my finances and said that I scammed my followers. So I have all the videos there on the things that she's attacked me on. So if you're new here and you want to know why, every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, someone may talk about Katie on this channel. That is why. But let me show you guys this. Hold on. Let me show you guys this. Now, let's go to my channel. You guys can see that I have content that has absolutely nothing to do with her, posted every single day, pretty much, besides the weekends. Most of the time, I try not to work on the weekends, where I cover reality TV, Teen Mom, Duggars, Mama June, Sister Wives. That was a live stream. I don't think Katie got brought up, not once. Josh Duggar, Ghislaine Maxwell, Sister Wives, Siesta Key, Ghislaine Maxwell, Teen Mom, yeah. Duggar, Anniversary. I don't think Katie got brought up in that one either. Duggars, Ghislaine Maxwell, Duggars, 90 Day Fiance, Duggars, I don't remember about this one. Amy Duggar, Teen Mom, Duggar, Amber Portwood. So I cover reality TV news and gossip. So I saw someone saying, why are you so obsessed with her? I think that proves that I'm not. Just because you catch a live stream where I just so happen to be talking about her, you know. Elle Bee, you are just a little young. How old do you think I am? Because I'm 34, I think. I think I'm 34. Thank you. But thank you. I appreciate you watching me. Who let the dogs out? My dog is asleep on the couch right now. I appreciate you, Chris, for watching me. Yeah, so Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball can tell you why followers always stop watching her. If you want to know why other creators have issues with her, you know, I put up a series to show why me and her don't like each other and why I couldn't be her friend. And I think Sherelle has a video up as well, what happened with them. She doesn't get along with any. There's not one creator that she gets along with anymore. Even Unirock, which was like simped for her hard for a long time, they don't get along because she like lied on him and stuff, which I think they still kind of like every once in a while, but not like he used to. Your camera makes it really hard to see him. You truly are, because it's really grainy, but what I get very pretty. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah. My live streams, I don't know why, but my live streams, it goes in and out. The picture will go from gray to blurry. So Sean said he's going to get another one. Thank you, Shayna, so much for the super chat. Thank you. So yeah, if you want to come in and you want to know why I'm obsessed with her, I'm not. Actually, she spoke about me for months and months and months and months and months, and I said nothing about her. When I finally decided to address it, I addressed it by putting up my videos, sharing what happened between her, the proof that she lied on me, and I stopped for a long time, and I didn't really talk about her at all. But she's kind of come back in the news. You know, it's hard not to talk about her. You know, she had the Tati lawsuit. She has the Todd Chrisley lawsuit. I cover reality television. So, you know, anytime something comes out with the Tati lawsuit, with the Todd lawsuit, yes, I would talk about it because I cover Todd Chrisley. And then sometimes the conversation just goes to her because something going on in the community. Was her calling Sherelle the N-word ever confirmed? Not that I know of. Yeah, she has Steve lawsuit. She has Todd's lawsuit. I think Todd said that he had like 100. Was it 100? Witnesses? Was it 100 witnesses? So Pluta is part lab and part brown and hound. Because when she barks, she goes, oh, so cute. Oh, I remember one time someone made a list, and there was like, there was one time where someone made a list of all the creators that Katie has bashed and attacked, and it was like 30 creators or something crazy like that. God, if you guys can think of a creator that Katie has attacked and bashed, put in. Tipster, Augie, me. She attacked this one woman who was talking about losing a child in her stream. Yeah, Katie was saying something about, you know, her son being in the emergency room and them not knowing like the status of her son. And she was like, has anybody ever been in that position where you're in the emergency room with your kid and you just don't know what's going to happen? And this lady in her chat, who was a member, I do believe, was like, yes, I do. And I'm so sorry, Katie. I'm so sorry you had to be in that position. I know what it's like. And then someone asked, like, so how is your child? Since the person was like, yeah, I know what it's like. And she was like, unfortunately, my child passed away. And everybody was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And Katie was like, how dare you take the spotlight off me? This conversation is not about you. That is so rude to make this about you. Now everybody's telling heard that they're sorry. And it was like, I know she lost several followers that night when she attacked the lady who literally said, yes, I know what you're talking about. I know how it feels because I went through that with my child. And someone said, how is your child? And she said, I lost my child. BX Beast Boy, Nick Snyder. She called Nick Snyder a meth head because Nick Snyder actually opened up about being addicted to drugs at one point and being a recovering addict. And Katie called him a meth head. Charlotte, Waxy, Janie, Keemstar, BX Beast Boy, Steve, Cheshire, Unirock, Caroline, Iron Wheel. There's a lot. So if you're new here and you're like, why are you talking about her? Which I don't know if I'll leave this video up because I do feel like I got into way too much talking about her tonight. And I try not to. People, Revzilla, Tati, James Charles, Todd, Emily D. Baker, a ton of her subscribers. Hey, All Pro. Yeah, she attacked that lady really bad. It was really sad. What was the context of Katie calling Nick Snyder a meth head? Does anybody remember? I don't. It wasn't a back and forth, I don't think. John Yates, Sherelle, Shareplay, Nick S, Backwoods Barbie. I do remember that. I like to say I have no compassion or empathy for people who don't have any compassion. Exactly. You aren't obsessed. You're protecting your reputation, and you are being way more tactful than I would ever be. Thank you for bringing this to light. I'm still learning my way around YouTube. Well, thank you, Kristen, because if you're new to YouTube, that's the thing is I feel like anyone that says something about me being obsessed with Katie or, oh my God, you're part of this, or, you're part of this I feel like they haven't been here long enough to really know why I may speak about her, and they just automatically assume that I'm a hater and that I'm just a mean person, that I'm jealous, and that's not at all what it is. Like, I promoted Katie when I first came out. I didn't know her that well, but I was like, yeah, go check her out. Go check Yasmin Willen out. Even Grace Report. Grace Report was another one that I would say, Grace Report, because I just knew they were women making similar content, and I wanted to promote, other women making similar content. And then Radiant Brett, Shane Dawson, I was fine with her. Like, I had no issue with her until she attacked me, Yes, Charlotte. So thank you, Kristen, for like actually listening to hear, why sometimes I may talk about Katie. I don't talk about her all the time. I actually rarely talk about her. Preacher Boy. Oh my gosh. Preacher Boy. The way she went after Preacher Boy was bad. She said that Preacher Boy was like abusive. And after like talking so great about him, when he was like, he popped up on one of her streams because he didn't really know who she was. And she's like, oh, I've used some of your content before, but didn't source him. She just used it. And then when he was told, like, hey, stay away from her, she literally goes after everyone that's ever tried to work with her. He did a little research, seen kind of who she was, and was like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be associated with her. Katie was like, I wouldn't want him on my channel anyways. People that grew up in that type of life, that type of cult, they're abusive. They abuse women and they abuse kids and blah, 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 blah. She called him abusive, all because he distanced himself. 100% tried. Elle, you never talked about her. Yeah, I went a long time where I didn't talk about her. Yeah, I don't envy. I know John Yates, but we don't really, we follow each other on social media, but we don't have anything to do with each other, Truth Sleuth, yep. I was Labor Day baby. I have a son who was born in September on the 17th, 9/17. Hey. Kardiki? Is your name Kardiki? Did I say that right? I agree, Dan Marshall. Not many people would be as nice as Elle. I've had so many people tell me, girl, if she would have did all that stuff to me, I would have. And thing is like I've had people tell me, sue her, sue her, sue her, and I had the opportunity to. I was asked by someone who was a part of the Todd Chrisley lawsuit that I was told you could be a part of it. Do you want to be? And I said no. Sometimes I go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But if I have every opportunity like I could have with everything that she did to me. Straight up lied on me. That wasn't the normal reading she does against creators, though. Like, she literally wanted Truthfully Dead, in my opinion. She would not stop. My right eye picks up pretty good. I can still see. Wait, you are okay? Are you blind? My nephew was blind. My nephew that passed away, he was blind. Virgo baby. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, Virgo baby. Yep, I used to avoid comments about her at one time. True story. I would be interested if someone from the Duggar family filed a lawsuit against Katie. Is that who you're talking about? Shoo. I mean, there was a time if I ever would have ran to her in person, there would have been an exchange. You know what I'm saying? But I got kids. I don't want them to see me acting a way that they would be embarrassed by. I don't want to act a way that I wouldn't want them to behave, So I remember one time I did a stream, an IG stream in my car. I was about to go to Walmart. And I was frustrated because Katie had lied on me about something. I don't remember. And I did not curse. I did not yell. But I did a live and I was talking about what she had did and I was mad about it, but I did not yell. I did not curse. I did not get crazy. But my son was in the vehicle with me. And the thing is, it's like my kids, they had heard me and my husband talk about like situations going on with Katie and how there was this YouTuber that really would not stop coming after me. Now, they didn't know, we didn't sit them down and talk to them about it, but we would talk to each other about it and they would hear it or whatever. But my son was in the car with me and he wanted to get in Walmart. So he asked me like twice, like, or maybe more. He might have asked me like 3 or 4 times, like, Mama, can we go in Walmart yet? And I'm like, yeah, hold on, son. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish this live, get all this off my chest. She flipped that and said that I was flipping out in my car in front of my child about her, which was not true at all. Exactly. When my channel got taken down, to this day, Katie tries to say that she never told anybody to report my channel, which I still have the proof that she did. Yeah, it was on Instagram, and I was sitting in my car, and I had my son in there with me, and I was irritated, but I was not cursing, I was not screaming, but she made it seem like, is it her or is it the world? I assure you, Maggie, it's her, and I hate to be that way, but it's definitely her. Yeah. Like, meanwhile, she's slamming the door, slamming doors in her kid's face. When her kid comes in to talk to her, she goes, "Oh my God, I'm going to hate this. Get out. Like, no, I've never told my kids to get out. I mean, what are you doing? Get out of here. No. But she literally, I think I still have the screenshots where she was saying, "Oh my God, she flipped out on me. On a live stream in front of her child, her poor child, like my poor child." Excuse me? I have never yelled at my kids because I'm on a stream. I've never told my kids, "Get out of here. Oh my God, what are you doing? I'm going to hate this." Like, no. Yeah, and my thing is, like, my kids are always with me. Like, that's why when I do my live streams, they're at night because I'm a mom. Like, I'm always with my kids. What you doing up, buddy? There goes one of my kids right there. Eli, you better go to sleep. Well, it's almost midnight. Have you been up?
No.
Uh-huh. Don't wake her up. Eli. Eli. If you wake her up and rile her up, I'm going to go throw her in there on top of you. Go to bed. I love you. Yeah, I always tell my kids. Right, I can't have them screaming while I'm working and slams the door. Was that really one of the first ones? Was when I was like in my car at Walmart? BX Beast Boy, she's straight up. And the thing is like, what's the meaning of my name? Elle Bee. So it's my initials for my real name, which I had to stop going by my real name because I was being harassed by Katie and some of her followers. Oh, yay. Really? Your birthday is 9/17 as well? That's cute. Thank you, Jay. I'm a subscriber. I mean, yes, I am subscribed to my own channel, but I'm like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so I was a really big, still am, Tati Westbrook fan. And I've commented on, I don't know how many Tati Westbrook videos. And I get it. You know, she has millions of followers. There's no way she could respond. But I would like be blown away if she ever went live and like she chatted with us. So that was like one thing that I knew, like, that I wanted to be, it wanted to be like I wanted to have like this, like friendship with my viewers. And like I said earlier, when Katie started her channel and she would do live streams about like something going on in Teen Mom, she just got on and she would like, this is what she would do. I'm just going to give you guys an example. Hey, you guys, hold on. Bad example. Let me start. She'd be like, hey, you guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Leah Messer's sister, Victoria, celebrates after her fiance, Royer Rodriguez, is allowed to move to West Virginia with Leah's help. And she'd add a little snark in there, like, yeah, who's going to take care of Royer? I guess Leah is. Victoria Messer's vacay booty call turned baby daddy is headed to the States for good, thanks to her Teen Mom 2-star Leah. Victoria, Leah, and Victoria's baby daddy, Royer Rodriguez, posted to social media over the weekend that Royer, who lives in Costa Rica, has been approved to come to the hollers of West Virginia and be with Victoria and their 2-year-old son, Kai. Victoria posted photos of Royer along with their immigration lawyer and Leah, with Royer proudly wearing a shirt with West Virginia on it. We did it, Victoria captioned the picture. Thank you so much to our lawyers and my CS. Leah also posted photos of the journey, writing, I'm so freaking happy for you guys. Now Royer must show us his whitewater rafting skills in the WV this year. So, you guys, it looks like Leah's little sister, Victoria, now has her vacay booty call baby daddy living in the States with her. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be back in 10 minutes with a video on the Duggars. Bye, you guys. And like, she didn't talk. Like, she didn't chat with, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what she did. She just would hop on. And maybe it was a good idea. I don't know. You know, maybe it was a good idea because she could put out 4 or 5 videos a day and it was straight to the point and there wasn't a lot of chit chatting, but that's not me. Like, yes, I can do a pre-recorded video and that's how it works, but I can't do a live stream and just do that. And that's what she does. Like, she used to not even put up pre-recorded videos. Like, she hardly ever would put up pre-recorded videos. It was always live streams. Pretty much, Andy. Exactly. You could not talk about anything else. So say she went live and she talked about Leah Messer's sister, right? And say, you know, as she was ending, she's like, I'll be back in 10 minutes with a video on the Duggars. Someone would talk about the Duggars and she would be like, her mods would be like, don't talk about the Duggars, you know, stay on chat, stay on topic, stay on topic, stay on topic. And she would like, moderators, please have the chat stay on topic or kick them from the stream. So, there was a big difference between me and her when I came on the scene, because that was the way that she did it. She would go on live, get to the point, tell the story, be off, and she could do, she started saying, but I digress. And that was like one of the big things that Grace Report said, which I think it's like, I think people say it, but I'm going to be completely honest. I've never heard someone say, but I digress very much. I may have not even heard anybody ever say it at all, to be quite honest with you guys. But watching Grace Report, that was like her thing. Who links like, but I digress to like a Grace Report saying? I'm legally blind in my left eye, but I have. So with that vision in your right eye, can you like get around, or do you need like a walking stick or anything? Yeah, but I digress was like a bit something that I think that she copied from Grace. I do. I never heard her say y'all that much until I came out. Then it was like y'all, 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 and I'm like, really? Am I? Then she had her husband on the stream like the very next weekend after I had Sean on the stream, and then she got to where she would chat with her subscribers, but it still wasn't like how we chat. Like she still kind of gets on to people. Well, I don't know if she still does. I don't watch her. Like I said, I only watch when someone makes videos like this or they're on Twitter. But she was really bad about people staying on topic, not distracting the chat from what she's saying. And if you took the attention off her, you were in trouble and you're probably going to get booted. Yeah, Grace Report was the only person that I ever heard say that. But anyways, I don't talk about her too much tonight. I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna lose me some subscribers probably because I talked about Katie today. But honestly, I love people that subscribe to my channel. I don't think she ever did her giveaways for her gift cards. I know she did one giveaway and like her moderators won it. Which I love my moderators to death. Me and my moderators are literally best friends. Like we talk all the time, almost every day, pretty much. We're besties. Like I love my moderators, but unfortunately, when I do giveaways, like they're not in on. Like I can't, because if they were to win, I just would never want anyone to question whether or not I had them win because of the fact that they were my moderator. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I would never want anyone to think, oh, well, really, like she faked this. Like she wanted her moderator to win. Like I know one time it was like $50 or your choice of merch or makeup or something like that. I didn't, like, oh, well, $50. What if they're splitting it 25-25? You know what I'm saying? I never wanted anybody to like think that maybe I like set the giveaway up just so it could look good, but have my mods win it, She definitely yells at her subs. She tells them to stop screaming at her. It's so, yeah. She'll get mad and she'll be like, why is everybody chatting in the chat? How are you listening to me if you're typing? And it's like, Katie, if you, okay, that makes no sense. So if everybody quit typing and quit talking in the chat just to prove that they're listening to you, then the chat wouldn't be saying anything at all. And then you would be like, what's wrong with this thing? What's wrong? It says there's 25 people watching, but nobody's saying anything. What's wrong? What's wrong? Of course people chat. Of course people, that doesn't mean that they're not listening. Like right now, Angel says she has 4 personalities. Does that mean you weren't listening to me? You were conversating. But I literally remember her it was the video where she got mad at the woman who said her baby passed. She's like, how are you guys listening to me? It is so rude for you guys to be chatting in the chat nonstop. Clearly you can't listen to me and chat at the same time. And I'm like, I think that's what YouTube lives are about. They're listening while they're typing and responding to what we're saying. And if everyone stopped typing to prove that they're listening to you, then you would be like, nobody's saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So yeah, I would never tell my subs, how are you guys not, how are you guys listening to me if you're talking? What? I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. And her cousin won it. People were not happy thinking it was a setup. Yeah. First of all, your son didn't die. That's awful to even put it in the universe. Yeah. Yeah, that was, yeah. That should be anyone's cue to exit the chat. I've heard her kids screaming in the basement over her lives, her streams. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sherry's like, I'm staying for the long haul. Love you, Sherry. I'm staying for the long haul. Yeah, I really do believe this, that I don't think she had the followers that she had back when me and her were cool. I don't think she has any of those anymore. I know she has, I know she's went through several moderators, and I think she only has 2 that's been with her from back then. And I'm really confused by them, because I know both of them are aware of her lies, of her the way she treats people, and for some reason they continue being her. Which I did hear. I heard that one of her moderators is scared because Katie has a lot of info on her. So what the moderator does is every once in a while takes like a break from YouTube and tells Katie that she just needs the break, but really is because she's like fed up with listening to Katie. And then she has to come back because Katie knows things on her, like her real life, that if Katie was to expose those things, it would really affect her real life. The other moderator, me and this moderator was cool, but she's lost all of her moderators except 2. I think she still has Scarlett, and I think she still has Jessie Bear. But me and all, like, I was cool with like all of her moderators. I'm still cool with a lot of her ex-moderators. I'm still cool with several of them. I don't always talk to them, but yeah, it was Jessie Bear that I heard. I heard that Jessie Bear doesn't necessarily like her, but she has so much information on Jessie Bear that Jessie Bear could never like turn her back on her, because she would try to ruin Jessie Bear, and Jessie Bear knows that. I can't stand how she's an advocate now, and if anyone asks her to cover Duggars, what she got popular doing, she screams about how they don't care about. I know, right? I just hope she gave the money that she collected for the Ronald McDonald House to the charity. I know there was another YouTuber who asked her over and over and over to provide the receipts that she actually gave that money to the Ronald McDonald House, and she never did. Yeah, like what is she really doing in her real life? That's really going to help the IBLP. Exactly. I have not watched Spider-Man, but my son and my daughter both went to the movies to watch it, and they both said it was really good. I don't know. I'm worried about Demi Lovato. Like, I watched the video where she sang to the aliens, and I was like, and it's not so much that she sang to the aliens, but it was like she thought she had a conversation with the aliens, and that the aliens told her that they didn't like men because they had been abused by men. Right. When I want frenemies that you have to worry about like that. Exactly. I know this other famous person that was like kind of friendly with Katie and told Katie some things, and then realized how Katie was, but then was scared to like publicly say, I'm not friends with her anymore, because she was scared that Katie would attack her, that she was nipping his leg. Anyways, I got to get off here, you guys. It's almost midnight. I literally have, let me see. Is she at rehab again? Recently? Demi went to rehab recently? You know, I know she was asked if she was sober, and she said she was California sober, which is like, for someone that literally almost died, to continue drinking alcohol and smoking weed. I'm just worried. I'm just worried. Yes, Demi Lovato has this new like docuseries coming out where she's like alien hunting, which is all fine and dandy. But she's in this house and it's like pitch black, and they have this like little machine that like picks up aliens or whatever. And it's like, and she's like, my name's Demi. And it's like, and she's like, oh, you don't like the men in here? And then it's like, we'll leave. And the two men walk into the other room, and she's like, do you have trauma? And it's like, and she's like, she has trauma with men. She was hurt by men. That's why she don't want. That's why the alien. Oh, and she said alien is a derogatory term, so you has to. So she calls them ETs. No, it's aliens. It's aliens because she called them aliens is derogatory. So she calls them ETs. Yes. So it was like they were like, she was like, "Do you sing? Do you like to sing?" And it was like, and it's like she likes to sing, and they're like, "Sing her one of your songs. Sing her one of your songs." And she was like, "If I sing you one of my songs, can the boys come back in?" And it's like, and they're like, she said yes. And so she sings. I mean, she has a lot of good music, and it was one of the really good songs that she has. What was it? Let me look it up. Is it Ghost? Because I was for sure that it was Aliens. Maybe y'all are right and I'm wrong though. It was Ghost? Oh, okay. Sings to Ghost. She was on here it says ET. I don't know. And on there it says Ghost. On there it says she met with an alien abductee to discuss her hybrid children. Demi Lovato woke up to 3 extraterrestrial beings in her room. Demi sings to Ghost to help overcome trauma caused by something. It goes off. So I know she was on a talk show, Kelly Clarkson, where definitely need to fact check myself. But it's different. It says ghosts, it says aliens. This one's got aliens in the thing. That one's got ghosts. So she's on this tour to look for something. It's unidentified is what it's called. No, she has a meeting with a woman who claims to have hybrid children. So anyways, with Kelly Clarkson, they were talking about, I'm definitely tired. They were talking about aliens. And she was like, we don't call them aliens because that's a derogatory term. They're ETs. But I think this one was, I'm going to get a copyright for this, but hold on. Okay, so there's the little thing where the this one says extraterrestrial entity, but I think it's I'm not really sure. So we'll kind of go back and forth and watch it. Okay, let me kind of speed it up so maybe I don't get it.
We just got here.
Have you seen anything like ETs here or UFOs? Star people?
So she calls them star people. So she's asking the ghost. I think what it is she's asking the ghost if the ghost sees star people there at the place, right? Maybe I should slow it down because if it's talking too fast, you guys might not be able to hear it. Let me do this. So maybe I won't get a copyright. Oh.
This place is alive, guys.
This place is alive. The ETs are there.
Ask her if they're here, if there are star people here right now.
So obviously, Demi's going to say, are there star people here right now? And is going to be like, which is going to say, yes, there is. Somehow they're going to, I don't understand how do they know that they're saying yes and not no? Like, okay, question really quick. He's like, ask them if there's star people here right now. So Demi's like, is there star people here right now? And it's going to be like, it's going to go silent for a little bit. And it's going to be like, good night, Jennifer. Maybe that's the ghost saying, what the heck is a star person? I ain't never heard of no star person. What is wrong with these people? What star people? What are we talking about? But all of a sudden they take it as, yes, there's star people here. So let's go back and watch it.
Florien gonna be, babe?
I'm about to get off in just a little bit.
Are there star people here right now?
Silence. Yes, there is. So does that mean any form of a noise means a yes? I don't know. Well, I don't know.
There you go. You got your answer. Holy.
Carmen, are you a star person?
Maybe it's because we're in the room.
So I guess Carmen is Carmen is the ghost, because she just asked Carmen if she's a star person, and I don't think anything was said. So yeah, that's what I've always felt. When you do things like this, you open yourself up to bad spirits. Yes, I agree. All right. The noise supposedly just means there's someone there. Well, let's watch what they translate it as, what they take from it.
Carmen, we just got here.
Have you seen?
If there are star people here right now.
Are there star people?
There you go. You got your answer.
Carmen, are you a star person?
Maybe it's because we're in the room, because, they don't like men.
She's like, man, I got it.
Do you want us to maybe do a little experiment and step in another room while you take over?
Sure. Did you not want?
Can I just say, like, the one guy that's standing beside her? Hold on, the one guy. So the one guy's like, maybe it's because we're in the room that Carmen don't want to talk to us because you don't sound like men. And the other guy's like, totally get it. And throughout the video, he's like, I understand. I get it. I understand. That is so nice of this guy to be so sensitive to the ghost the fact that the ghost is scared of men. That's really nice. That man that man is sensitive to the fact that the ghost is scared of men. That's very sweet of him. Anyways, let's watch this.
To say anything else because the boys were in here. I think. I get that a lot. Okay. She has trauma.
Where did that happen? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Because she's like, is it because the boys were here? The ghost could have been saying, what's boys? There's no gender in the land of ghost. We're just ghost. What's a boy? I don't have a problem with boys. I don't know what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, she's got trauma. I don't understand where she's getting this from. And it really, like, honestly, like, I'm kind of laughing about it, but it's really concerning for her. Like, it really is concerning for her that she thinks that she can, like, understand just that noise and take it as a ghost saying she's got trauma. I don't know. So let's listen to the rest.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's why she doesn't like men.
Okay. I respect that. Totally. We're going to stay over here and let you have a conversation with Demi.
How sweet. Very compassionate. Yes. This guy right here, well, both of them were super compassionate to this ghost who has trauma with men. Demi should absolutely go into the business. She's really good at this. Really not. Oh my goodness. Like, as much as I kind of want to laugh about it, I also am like, this is terrible. Like, if I was her mom, I would, the second I saw this, I would have flew to my child and just had a conversation with her and be like, listen, please tell me this was just for like, for TV. Please tell me this was for TV. Please tell me you did not think you could understand that box. Because if you think that, we got some work to do, you know? Anyways, let's continue.
I have trauma too. So I feel you and I get it. Do you like to sing, Carmen?
Ooh. You should sing something for her, Demi.
No.
Why not? Maybe if you sing a song as an offering, we could come back in the room.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If I sing you a song, can my friends come back in the room?
There you go.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool. Well,
I feel like this guy right here knows his BS. Watch this. I feel like he knows his BS. Look at the way he looks at the camera. He's like, yeah, watch.
There you go.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool. Well, I always sing Skyscraper when I feel
Sure.
like singing something emotional for you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have to make me feel like there's nothing that...
I'm going to skip this so I don't get, I'm definitely going to probably get a copyright on this. So if the video goes down and this is taken out, you guys know why. Let's go to the end where she's finished singing and listen to this.
There you go. Standing ovation.
Skyscraper.
There you go. Standing ovation.
Oh.
I think that's okay for us to come in,
Wow,
guys.
that's so cool. That's the coolest. That's the coolest standing ovation I've ever had. Wow,
You've seen
what
a lot of stuff, I'm
cool-
sure. You've probably never seen anything like what's happening right now.
Not ever. That's why I'm so glad to be here.
Wow, cool.
Okay, so I'm known about all of my car accidents and about all of my 3 members, also my daughter's wedding. She didn't speak to me and she's in it. So she said that is the coolest standing ovation I've ever got. And it's like, girl, that was not a standing ovation. Like the thing remained sitting, and you're to me, it's like, well, you're downplaying all your fans who have literally paid hundreds of dollars to go see you, who really did give you a standing ovation. You're like, this box gave me the best standing ovation I ever got. Like I said, if I was her mom, I would be on the first flight out to my child. Someone said that she went back to rehab and she's no longer California sober. I hope that's the case, and I hope this was after that video. Demi says, Demi, does she go by they, them? Is that what I don't know. It's really bizarre, yeah. But anyways, I got to get off here. It is midnight. I have several videos that I need to edit, but I will not be editing anymore tonight. She does kind of look like Kelly Osbourne. I've never noticed that until you said that. Hey, Kelly. How are you? Good night, Andy. Demi Lovato, you know, she sings like Skyscraper. But I do have 2 videos that after this video goes off, I will be making them public to everyone. So when I post a video, most of the time I upload it first for members. It'll be up for members for a couple of hours, and then I will share it over. To everyone. So I have a video about Janelle and Cody's son, Garrison, how he finally saved up enough money to get his own house. He got his own house. And Farrah Abraham has actually gotten into the business of not farts in a jar, but she is going to take a poop, wipe her bum, and send you her poop paper in the mail. And also a video of her wiping her butt for you guys, for anyone that wants to buy it. I know Stephanie from 90 Day Fiance, she was selling her farts in a jar for $1,000 per fart. I don't know how much Farrah is going to sell her poop paper, but yes, no, I'm not effing lying. The video is coming up next, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. So when I make the video public for everyone, you'll be the first to see it. I'm actually going to go ahead and make it public in about 2 seconds. So when we get off this video, it should be illegal. When we get off this video, you guys will be able to check it out. So yeah, hang around because that video is coming up next, as well as Sister Wives, Janelle and Cody Brown's son Garrison getting his own house. So check out both of those videos if you don't mind. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up in the down below, thumbs up down below, and watch those videos. Go check me out on my other social media accounts. I will put the links in the description box below. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. If you're a member, I'll see you tomorrow. And if you're not a member, I will do a live stream. I'm going to get the okay from Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball to do a reaction video to the video that she put up today. You guys go follow Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball. And we'll do that maybe Thursday night, because I know I probably won't be able to do 3 live streams in a row at night because I'll be exhausted. So I'm probably going to do a member stream tomorrow. Members, make sure you be out on the lookout for that. And then Thursday we'll do the reaction video. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow because I will be uploading more content tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming, and goodbye.